Okay, Dems, I know we're supposed to be joining hands and singing kumbaya of hope and resolve leading up to the election, but I feel like half the country is on an airplane that's losing altitude and you're kind of standing on the ground marveling at the aerodynamics of flight. Well, in case you haven't noticed, we're about to crash and burn. It would be nice if you could do something to take on the warplanes that are shooting us down. Our futures, our freedoms, our safety, our poor molested laws and constitution are literally disintegrating right before our eyes. And most of you are still trying to be polite. Newsflash, going high didn't work. I don't care how hard you think you're trying, we don't see it. I don't care if you think you're screaming, we can't hear you. You need to step the F up. You need to grow at least 3 sizes and ratchet up your intensity way beyond what you're turning out. We don't want to hear a beautiful soliloquy about how egregious this overreach is and how the founders this and the Constitution that. We want to hear you being as angry as we feel. We want you to know what it feels like to watch religious freaks reimagine our whole lives for us. We want you to express our unimaginable vengeance as women who survived SA, who clawed our way back from the trauma and fallout only to watch the very prototype of assaulters metaphorically climb on top of us and crush our rights. We don't see any of you beginning to understand the contempt we feel from having our faces rubbed in sticky, sweaty, nasty Republican perversion. We want you to show us the superhuman strength of moms protecting their kids from predators. We want you to be ready to leave a mark and not apologize. We get it, you're smart, you've been trained to be civilized, but that shit stopped working a long time ago. You look like kids on a field trip who got lost going to the bathroom. We don't care how hard you're working. We don't see you. We don't hear you. We're tired of waiting for you to show up and make a ruckus. We're watching a cult wage war and you don't seem to be able to find the right frickin' battlefield. SCOTUS is the whole game. Okay, blue brethren? We don't want to hear another fucking word out of any of your mouths unless you're telling us how you're going to take down the corrupt, partisan, supremacist, power-groping, fucking un-American, undemocratic, inhumane monsters on the Supreme Court. We want to hear you say you're gonna pack the court, and we want to believe you. We want Durbin to pull his ass out of La La Land and quit tossing out little bean bags at the opponent, hoping they look like cannonballs. We want to hear you say you're going to impeach the grifters on the court for accepting freaking millions of dollars in bribes. We want to hear you're going to investigate the obscenely partisan and frankly unhinged behavior of Sam I Am Alito and his I'm German, if you come for me, I'm coming for you wife. We want you to call Ginny the mini insurrectionist Thomas to testify. We want you to drag them through the mud as long as it takes for the muck to dirty them up good. We want to hear you get mad. We want to feel it in our bones. We don't care if you follow the rules of decorum or Pasco or Ask Mother May I. The wussy days have got to end. They are reshaping the country right before our eyes, and you're acting like there's some kind of impenetrable force, and all you can do is look wistfully from afar and shake your little fists. We don't want to hear another speech about how outrageous and shameful and unprecedented and dangerous the court has become. We want action, and we want to hear you howling. We want to hear you howling like folks who've been through the slow slide into fascism and who wish they'd howled before it was too late. We want you to tell us how you're going to take the damn justice cabal apart. And we want to hear you call for Biden to use his unfettered sweeping immunity to protect us. We want you to pack the court. Let me say that again. We want you to pack the court. And we don't care what you have to do to get it done. Yeah.